Hello, welcome back to the channel. If you are new, my name is Alex Pickering, and I'm super excited today. As you can see, I'm standing on my giant Roland that comes off my house. I've been kind of neglecting this place a little bit. I don't know how this got here. So there we go. But today, I get to unbox my brand new airbag. If you are new to the channel or this is your first time watching, I love biking. So this is my first airbag, and then over here we have this. But what is this? That right there is my second airbag. This is the AirBag standard size Flatlander airbag. The blower is right there, the airbag is right here, and I get to open it up and test it today. Very strong tie straps. This thing looks awesome. This is still the outside case, I believe, because it is kind of a lighter duty material that still seems very high quality. But this just feels incredible. And I haven't even seen what it looks like when I unfold it. And I've kind of been purposely not watching too many YouTube videos on this, so it's like kind of a complete surprise once I unroll it and then test it. So I don't even know really what I'm expecting once I blow this up and ride it. But all I know is I'm super excited. To open the crate, I will probably need some different tools because that is a wooden crate, and I'm assuming that's the blower because I don't think the blower is in here. So the blower must be in there, and we already have one blower, so I might just use that for today. So now let's get the airbag from here all the way over there and unfold it. Okay, so I now have the airbag over here, and we also laid down a few types. This is the one that we normally use for our other airbag, and it goes all the way to that tree over there. But we still need to get a proper type for this airbag, and you actually don't even need a type for your airbag. But I just like to do that because even though these airbags are super high quality, our ground is very rocky with lots of sticks and just pokey rocks all over the place. So I want to make my stuff last as long as possible using these. But we are still going to get a better type that's like the exact size of the airbag, so then we are able to have it and it'll just look a lot better. So if you are looking at getting an airbag, you do not need to do this because you'll probably be doing it on nice ground. But where we live, our ground kind of just looks like this with a bunch of hard rocks, and you don't really want to put an airbag right on that. So I'm super excited to take this out of its bag and start blowing it up. And I am using the blower from our last airbag just because I don't feel like opening up that wooden box because I do not have tools out here. So I will just be using the old blower for today, but they're the exact same blower, so it doesn't really matter. I still need to sweep this to get it rideable, but first let's get the airbag out of the bag. So we now have the bag open, and I can now see the airbag inside. This thing looks awesome. So now let's take it out of the bag. So this is the airbag, and there's a piece of a pen inside. Don't really know what that's for. Maybe this is what the border scanners, like x-ray machines, scanned and they like detected a piece of metal. I don't really know. All right, but this is it. This is definitely bigger than my last airbag. I wouldn't say it's too much bigger than the last one, but I would definitely say it's heavier, which means it is bigger. Gently cut this away. I guess I could also just untie it. I still haven't figured out what is wrong with this cat. All right, let's hope we don't forget about you in there. All right, the straps are off. Ginger is still in the packaging. So now time to unroll this. Also, when you order one of these airbags, it comes with the airbag and it may come with a cat. I don't know if all cats come with airbags. I mean, last time I ordered an airbag, it didn't come with the cat, but this one did. Okay, the airbag is pretty much in place now, and we just need to blow it up now, and then that'll kind of straighten everything out, and then we can make adjustments from there. So now it is time to blow it up. Alright, so I still haven't ridden the airbag yet. It is blowing up, and this is actually a different day to when I was filming that last fight that you just saw. And the only reason being that I now have this big type that we put the airbag on, just because the ground kind of looks like this. The airbag is still able to withstand stuff like this, but you know, I want to put it on a type. And this thing, now that it's blown up, is huge. It's 23 feet by 23 feet, I believe. And they make another one that is just a little bit bigger. I think it's 26 feet long by maybe 26 feet wide. So, you know, there's a couple different options. So I'm still so excited because I get to try pretty much any trick that I want to try, and I won't be able to get hurt on this. I probably still will be able to, but you know, it'll be a lot harder. So the landing airbag is kind of like this, where it's just kind of harder, but that's because it's made to be landed on. Whereas this stuff up here is so soft. Like, check that out. So I have bike number 1, and then over here I have bike number 2. Look at how shiny this is. But anyways, this will continue blowing up, and I'm super excited to start hitting this. All right, I'm standing on my roof right now, and look what's behind me. How cool does that look? It looks massive from up here. Alright, so I'm standing on the airbag right now, and it is pretty soft. And what I'm kind of feeling is that it has this soft layer on top, as you can tell, but then underneath this is kind of a harder layer. It's kind of obvious right when you get to the edge. So it's kind of like almost bouncy right here, but then up there it's just really soft and squishy. But right here is like kind of stiff. And I'm kind of guessing that's so if you make it all the way through the first layer, then it will make sure that you pretty much can't hit the ground. So then if you're doing a huge trick, you land on top, you sink all the way through that, and then after that, then you have that harder layer. That's just my guess of why they did that. But I have my pads on, and now I just need to get my helmet on, and I'm ready to try this. All right, I am up here. I am staring right at the airbag with my bike, and I cannot wait to hit this. I think I'm gonna start off just by doing a bar spin, just kind of as a warm up. So let's get it. So first time hitting the new airbag in 3, 2, 1. That was so much fun. Yo, I cannot believe how soft that is. And I'm going for round 2. All right, I want to go right for a 360, so that's probably what I'm going to do. All right, I dismounted partway through, but that was still really soft. What happened that time was when I went to drop in, I had to brake because right now the airbag is a little bit too close. And when I was braking, when I went to put my foot back on the pedal, I didn't get my pedals straight. So then I wasn't quite ready at the takeoff. So let's try it for the 3rd time. 3 times the charm. there we go. I cannot believe how fun that actually is. If you are interested in getting an airbag like this, definitely get it. Okay, so I think I've done about 8, maybe 10 jumps so far, and this bag is amazing. I was also jumping on my dirt jumper and doing some tricks that I normally wouldn't do on it, so it definitely boosts your confidence a lot, and it really actually feels like a foam pit. But I would actually say there's certain aspects that are better than a foam pit because you're actually able to land from higher up, and it doesn't hurt as much because in a foam pit, it kind of just wants to stop you like instantly, whereas this, it kind of just slowly floats you back down. I also did a tail whip on my new bike, which I have not done. I was doing them on the old bike, my 18-inch bike, but they feel pretty good on this bike. So those were my Superman attempts, and I'm actually pretty happy for those, even though I wasn't pulling it back quite yet. I feel like I'm almost there. I'll probably switch to doing a different trick for today so I can then just take a break from doing those. But I'm right about there, and now I just need to pull it back and get my feet back on the pedals. But I am so surprised how soft that actually is. Like, I didn't think it was gonna be that soft, because I've seen certain videos and it looks like it's kind of like a little bit more solid than like what you would kind of expect. But that feels so soft. Like, you can land pretty much however you want and you're not gonna get too hurt. Especially during tail whips on this, they feel like they just kind of float right around, which is epic on this bike, so I'm really happy for that. So now, let's do some more jumps. Alright, so that's my first session on the airbag. I will probably blow it up and do a couple more jumps for you guys. And I am still very shocked at how good this feels. So yeah, this is the DD Airbag Flat Send It Airbag Standard Edition. And even though this is the Standard Edition, it's still very big. And also, you may have noticed we have the vents open. These are the vents for the airbag. And you can basically open these up. There's 4 of them on this airbag. And the bigger you have it, the more air that comes out, leaving you with a softer airbag. So I have all the vents open about a quarter of the way, and I feel like that's kind of how I like it, but you could run it really firm, so you could do that, or you could run it even softer than I have it. And I was even doing tricks on this that I normally don't even do to a foam pit. And there's actually something really cool about airbags that is kind of different from a foam pit. So if you land with your feet off of the bike, just like that, normally in a foam pit, your bike will float, your feet will sink, and that's not a good day. Whereas on here, your bike sinks at the same rate as your feet, so no matter how you land off of your bike, you're not gonna sink into the airbag and your bike goes up. I don't know about you, but I've done that too many times into the foam pit and it kind of hurts. Whereas here, I've done it numerous times. I've done it more on the airbag than I've ever done it in a foam pit, and I'm still completely fine. I sunk kind of through that first layer, but I'm still good. And the time that this airbag takes to inflate, it's definitely more than my last airbag, just because this has just more mass to it, and it's just a little bit of a different design to leave it nice and soft. So I would say this takes just under about 8 minutes to completely inflate, whereas the other one can inflate in about 3 minutes. But 8 minutes is about the perfect time to get all of your pads on and all of that, so it's a pretty decent time. So thank you, Didi, for making an awesome airbag, because you guys make some of the best airbags on the market, if not the best. So if you're thinking of buying any type of airbag, I would highly recommend a Didi airbag. These things are made such high quality that it is kind of unbelievable. Because I know that when I was getting my first airbag, I was thinking, what's the difference from a Didi airbag and like a China airbag that you can get for like cheaper? And I now know why. I've seen YouTube videos with like lower quality airbags, and it is obvious that Didi airbags are much better. So yeah, this is the standard flatlander Didi airbag. So thanks for watching today's video. There will be more Didi airbag clips right after this part, but you know where the subscribe button is going to be. It'll be over there. Videos will be up there. And thanks for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next one.